Hi, I'm Jessica Carter Altman and excited to be at Buzz today.
It's over now. I'm up off the ground, finding my feet, learning to be alone.
Gosh, they played everything, and one great thing about music is it always transports you to another time if you have a memory attached to it. And one piece of music that always reminds me of time at home is Mozart's French Horn Concerto. We played it every Sunday morning, so whenever I hear it, I'm immediately relaxed and craving some brunch. For music, I think that's true of any passion. You can't really explain why, but something within you just becomes ignited when you do the things that you're passionate about, and you see it in your loved ones. Like getting to see my husband be passionate about something, or my brother, or my mom, or my dad, and there's something so pure that comes alive when you do the thing that you love to do, and for me that was music.
Waited too long, stuck in one place. Come out of the night, craving sunlight on my face.
I really wanted to write, so my EP For You was mostly acoustic and very emotional. It was probably my most emotional EP so far, and I wanted to do something different. I was still, in that period of grieving and having a difficult time after the passing of my dad, but I didn't want it to be quite so serious. I wanted something that would be more motivating. Just, we all have really difficult times where we don't really feel like getting up and moving forward, but sometimes you just need something that makes you feel like you can do it and to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep going. I really like writing my own music because no one else would have that perspective but me, and it's also a reason I love to write with other people. Is the song would be different if one less person was in the room, one more person was in the room, you wrote it on a different day. The song could be completely different, and that's really cool to me. So it might start with a thought that I had, and then we talk about it and work on the lyrics together and try to have a message, because at the end of the day it's not just about what I'm feeling, but this universal experience, and that's what makes music so cool.
I'm feeling my way through the darkness. I am guided by this evening light. With your will on my mind, confusion is blinding me.
I used to only perform acoustically, and it's been really fun to play with a band, but I kind of like weaving between those two worlds. Most of the things that I write start off acoustically, and then we decide whether we want to build the production around it or not. So I really like going between the two worlds, and I like performing both ways. For my last EP, well, there were definitely songs that didn't make the cut, and I'll have another EP coming out and then an album. So the way that we decided to group these songs together was both sonically and thematically what made sense. And for this EP, the theme was aftermath. And it's really the theme of my next EP and upcoming album. What does life look like in the wake of some kind of disaster or tragedy or breakup or lost job, whatever it is? What does your life look like? And what I realized for me was it's life. Life continues. Even when you think something should kill you and it doesn't, life goes on, and there are happy things, there are sad things, there's everything in between, and so that's what I was trying to capture.
Pick up the pieces, pick up the pattern, pick up the pieces, it's already shattered, it's already shattered, oh.
So it'll be another EP, Aftermath Volume 2, and then an album that'll come out next summer. So I'm putting the finishing touches on it, hopefully sending it off to mastering in the next week. As it turns out, the way that we wrote the songs, they do move further away from some of those sadder feelings and more towards what life will normally look like. And I mean, there's a love song that I have on there called Clumsy. It's one of my favorites. I wrote it about falling in love with my husband. So that's in there, and I think things get a little more positive as the EPs move forward. I've got a couple party songs. Actually, one song we wrote, it was called Flashback, and I'm going to perform it later this week, is really a nostalgic song. We were writing the album, and we were about to go to track everything in a couple days, and I thought that the album really needed something that was just purely escapist and fun. And in my high school, there was a dance that we had every year called Flashback, and everyone would dress up in whatever their interpretation of Flashback was. I think my senior year I dressed as Tom Cruise in Risky Business. But it's really just about that, about what that feeling is to go back in time and maybe somebody makes you feel like you're 16 again, or you're reminiscing about those simpler times, and it's really just a fun dance song. I'm definitely going to try to push the boundaries sonically. I really want to stay true to the emotions of the lyrics and really write about things that matter to me and that I really feel and experience, because I think that's the most important thing about music and art generally, is that it makes you feel something, whether that's purely happy or sad, or it makes you think, makes you feel seen. I really want to make sure that everything that I come out with does that. But I do want to push the boundaries sonically a little bit more, and that's what I'm starting to explore. I've just started actually writing my next album, so fine-tuning exactly what I want that sound to be, but it'll be related, but definitely with a lot of growth. I'm having a blast. I mean, this is the best job in the world, and I'm so grateful that I had the support from, well, my boyfriend at the time, now my husband, who was fully supportive. I mean, he thought he was marrying and dating a DC lawyer, so he got more than he bargained for on that one. When you love somebody, you want them to live out their dreams and not live a life of regret. And we've always talked about, the person that you're with should give you every reason why you can do something, why your dreams can come true, and not every reason why they can't. And that's really how we live our lives. So he's just the ultimate supporter, and he travels around whenever he can and comes to as many shows as he can. He listens to every iteration of every song that I write or record. So I'm really so lucky to have that love and support. You can follow me everywhere, jessica.carter.altman, on Instagram, TikTok, X, which I still am not totally used to saying, and YouTube, and you can find me anywhere you like to stream music. Hi, this is Jessica Carter Altman, and you've just been buzzed.